but to recognize an industry that become one of the great engines of Malaysia's modern economy. The franchise sector has outgrown its early reputation as a fringe model. Today, it stands as a strategic pillar of the nation's economic architecture, driving jobs, entrepreneurship, and social mobility across Malaysia. The industry's resilience is remarkable. While traditional SMEs face their own set of challenges in a rapidly changing market, franchise businesses typically demonstrate stronger survival performance over time, supported by structured systems, brand strength, and proven models. Today, Malaysia proudly records more than 2,060 registered franchise businesses under the Registrar of Franchise, reflecting the strong upward trajectory driven by innovation, confidence, and industry professionalism. Tonight's celebration is not merely the closing of another successful year for the franchise sector. It is a reaffirmation of our shared belief that Malaysian brands are ready not only to lead locally, but to compete, excel, and shine on the global stage. Congratulations. The franchise sector is not only stand as a at the crossroads shaped by shifting economic realities, global uncertainty, and rapidly evolving consumer expectation. We are looking into first, operating costs have risen significantly. The post-pandemic economy, coupled with higher labor costs and inflation pressures, has pushed operating expenditure or expenses up by an estimated between 12 to 18% across sectors. Franchisees face tighter margins and higher expectations from the consumers who now demand faster service, digital engagement, and personalized experiences. Second, the global franchise landscape is becoming increasingly competitive. Foreign brands are entering Malaysia with aggressive expansion strategies. Our local players must therefore strengthen branding, improve service standards, and innovate continuously to stay ahead. Thirdly, my observation, human capital remains a key structural challenge. The industry needs to consistently train workforce, disciplined, customer-oriented, and technically skilled. This is where I believe that the integration of TVET standards into franchise operation will play a crucial role, producing a new generation of franchise-ready talent. Finally, I observe access to financing remains a barrier for emerging entrepreneurs. While Pernas, Torosa is here, and Kusko, the minister with the extra allowance, is also here, have expanded financing programs. We must continue to ensure that deserving young Malaysian women entrepreneurs and rural communities are not left behind. Saudara-saudari, ladies and gentlemen, despite global headwinds, franchising continues to be one of the Malaysia's most dynamic and high-growth sector. Its contribution extends far beyond simple business transactions. The franchise industry today supports more than 80,000 jobs and has seen average annual growth of between 14 to 16%, demonstrating strong consumer confidence and robust domestic demand. Franchising is also a powerful tool for social mobility. Either vertical or horizontal. It's enable people to participate in entrepreneurship with lower risk and higher support. Instrumental rules, designing programs, building capacity, fostering international partnerships, and ensuring that Malaysia remains a trusted player in the global franchise industry. As we look ahead, the horizon is filled with opportunities, but only if we dare to think boldly and act decisively. Malaysia has set an ambitious yet attainable goal. A national franchise, as you know, the sales target of 100 billion ringgit by year 2030. I believe that Malaysia can achieve more than 100 billion ringgit by year 2030, inshallah. An annual growth rate of between 8 to 10% and aggressively pursue international expansion. More Malaysian brands must venture into global markets, establishing a footprint in at least 25 countries within the next 5 years. To do that, to achieve that, I would like to suggest, based on these steps. First, we must establish the ASEAN Franchise Gateway, a bold initiative to position Malaysia as the launchpad for franchise expansion across the region. ASEAN today represents a market of more than 680 million consumers, powered by one of the fastest growing middle classes in the world. Through this gateway, I believe Malaysia can serve as the region's one-stop center for franchise internalizations, offering streamlined regulations, legal and intellectual property support, Halal certification alignment, integrated logistic facilitation, TVET-based workforce development, and fast-track market entry pathway. Complementing this effort, the internalization program under the Enhanced Franchise Development Program, or known as EFDP, will intensify targeted trade mission to priority market, helping Malaysian brands strengthening their global footprint and build strategic international partnership. By driving this regulatory alignment, ecosystem integration and proactive international outreach, Malaysia can anchor itself as ASEAN premier franchise hub, where the natural starting point for global and regional brands entering Southeast Asia. That is number one. Second, we must establish one national franchise agreement, integrated with TVET. Dr. Razali, as Chairman of Malaysian TVET Council, I would like to offer this to MFA. I would like to put a challenge to you to accept this. Witnessed, of course, by Datuk Sri Alex and also Datuk Brahmana. Why we need to integrate with TVET? Basically, is to address workforce challenges. Malaysia needs a dedicated training institution that aligns TVET curriculum with the operational needs for franchise businesses. And personally, and also officially, I would like to offer UniKL, University Kuala Lumpur, as the higher institution of learning to work together with MFA for us to translate this commitment, inshallah. My intention is this academy perhaps will develop franchise-ready workers, standardized service excellence, and professionalized frontline talent, ensuring that Malaysian brands are supported by a skilled and consistent workforce. By producing customer-centered and globally competent workers, this initiative will strengthen the foundation of our franchise ecosystem and accelerate the expansion of Malaysian brands at home and abroad. That is number 2. Third, we must seize the enormous potential of the global halal economy. According to the Global Islamic Economy Indicator 2024, Malaysia once again ranks number 1 in the world as a position we have had for 10 years consecutively. Ladies and gentlemen, the global halal economy currently valued at more than $3 trillion. This projection is basically a reality. In 2030, we projected the halal global market will reach about $5 trillion. These figures represents a transformative opportunity for Malaysian brands, particularly those ready to scale through the franchise model. As the minister entrusted with leading Malaysia's halal development, I firmly believe that halal franchising offers a powerful platform to export our brands, our values, and our standard across borders. Lastly, I would like to touch on tourism industry. Next year will be Visit Malaysia year. I would like to congratulate my friend Dato' Sri Kiong, who is also known as Kong Kali Kong Minister, where tourism industry is contributing about 15.1% to Malaysia's GDP. Another sector, as we can see, that can benefit significantly from franchising. Tourists seek familiar, quality assured services, and franchise brands often provide their reliability, consistent, and value that inbound tourists expected us to give them excellent service. As Malaysia's tourism momentum continues to rebound, and we are entering Visit Malaysia year, as I mentioned, the demand for franchise products and services from food, retail, wellness, and hospitality all will grow even stronger. When I visited Jalan Bukit Bintang, I saw very small signboard in Arabic. في هذا المكان موجود مساج للنساء. Maybe some of you do not understand Arabic. I would like to translate. This place is also providing the massage services for ladies. What does that mean? It shows the massage services not only for men, like Dato' Razali, but also for ladies. For who? For Arabic or Arab inbound tourists. So many other services which the franchise holder, the franchisee would be able to grab this opportunity for our benefit, for our Malaysian economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate excellence tonight, let us also embrace a renewed commitment to push boundaries, to innovate boldly, and to champion Malaysian brands on the world stage. To Malaysian Franchise Association, I'm happy. To Pernas, to Rosanesia, to Kuskop, we are getting new minister, inshallah. And to every franchise holder, franchisee, known as franchise preneur, thank you for your dedication and your belief in Malaysia's potential. Thank you very much to everyone.